mai o tua ngau o lolo he holo koeni. Sana tō pio hongo fuluga mo e loto whakawhita ia e holo koeni. E tau lama hao whae a whiona e mau mo ui, mau to e a sia e whia whakolo koeni. E ki kuma ke e whia koeni, me to e whia e whae whanonga e mau mo ui e man malo e Chiplenton ngā. O le mau whaitata mai ke whae hono hufi mo whakaamu. Ai polograma koeni ko whaaki mai e kotunga e ako. O Nusila, e whakahoko ki ngahi mātu awa me nā whanau ako. O e polograma ko ia e Pasifika, Power Up, au Lotu. O a whainga maari e o tuku mai e kotunga e ako e whae hono ako ne kina e tamai pa mo e whae. Aki nā tōlo ko whakawhatongi aki hono tahi mo tokanga o e whanau ako. E ko whatutu he whiaf koeni hono whakao, ai polokalama koeni ko whae hono tokonia, ai tamai pa mo e whae e kene mahinoi, o te au sia lolo toangi, ai whatutu o e api ako, o ko kau hei nā whanau. E whatawange nā mahinoi, ai e whatutu o e api ako, o kua koe nā whanau, a me e te nau tokonia i nau whanau, he ako u nau whai. E mōni ko ia ko mau kau whatawa mo i se sia a koeni, a hono whakamoni e whatongia wa mawha, ko tū he tamai wa mo e whae e sākara me ta o mari, ko e whamia e ura ki api ako. Pea ko e fuafua whai ako e tamai wa mo e whae. E hoa koeni o ko mau whainga mari e tamai wa mo e whae, e to e tokoni ki ngā tolu, e ngai whonga pa me he society, aene u whawa mai ai he potu ngā weko. E to e rotoange nau ilo ko nau ngā whaitongia, koe hea koe kahau, koe nau whanau. Tāpaka mai o tua, au mahu inga koe. Whatantaha mai ai mo e kau lea, koe pō koeni, tāpua kina mai, a Paul, a Mā Maria, Josephine, mā pātere ni ne whanamelo. Nā wango me nā wau sia, me nā tau ke he mo ui, mo nā ngai whaitoria ke, ke society umau iai. E nā wai ke whai hono tanu maki o polograma kuwhin. E me he ilo kuna mau. Ke whakaranga he pe e oko oko u whai he tamai me mo e whai, i hono tā ke kina. Tāhi mo tokanga, me o whai o tua. O whakapō mai, he whawhamiri, o e tangataru mo e whewhine, i ana roto whai. Whawe e polograma e aho koe ni utua, e ngā roto me te koe, tāpua ki mai e kau whakapi makehe, e whiaf koe, tau lahi, mo na tokoni, a mai tokoni pule ngai lahi. Kau tai mo kau pule ngā ue, whi tāpe kina ki ngā toro e pōpō, nau whahako. Ahido e maula tua o tua, e tāpua kina moa si ngai whamiri, o whenau lau he nau taimi me nau ngai whaitongia, ka nau lawa mai e hoa koeni ki nau whakamooni, ai nau kau ki e polokalama. Whatawange e hoko e pia e polokalama koea, o manangi mau whakahoko e hoa koeni. Whamia e te tanu make e nau mohu, nau iroro roto ngai o nau ngai whaitongia, ki nau whanau, ka koe ka hao, koe ako, o mai whanonga kuna whai. Whakatawangi e ahu e whiafu koe, e lau mai pege e Parental ake e pia e hilo, e moe poto, e nau whanau. Ai hilo ai, Parental ake e tui ko moe rotu kai tui kāngi nau moe. E nau whanonga i taimi, e lawangi te nau iloi, e ue o tuanga nau ngai Vocation, tunu ngā ue mā mai, ai koke ui ki mau tolu ki ai. Ki mau tahi mo toka ngai, koe ia mau api tuku whakaholo taru i toa. Ko mai lau mai e maa noena no fo ia me, e whiafu koeni, mo ngai polo kaham. Whatawangi ke whakamaa mai pe, lau mai e, o e koto pa mo ilo ilo me a, ke roto kāne koeni. Le mau tāna ki mō ko e pe e ngahi le li, ko whakafo mai ki ngā toro. ea, mawina e whiafi koe. Tā buangi mai o tua, piki ni mai tono ni hano ko toa pe, whanga peho alo se su Kristo ka kona o eki. Amen. I le wawhai tamai ngā maare maanoni. Amen.
Kata pas-pasi apa tesoan.
When get a Lotu, or Lotu, a warm greeting of Kiora, Kalopalava, Malo Lele. To you, Miss Josephine Barley, Maumaki Kie and Tamaki newest consular. And to you, Paul Buckley, a principal of St. Pius Catholic School. On behalf of Tongan servants, Father Sonia Vahe, and Father Lene Flaueloa, I welcome you all. As one of us, your being here makes us feel ecstatic to know that you are supporting us on this journey. It reminds us that you are here to supporting our family, even our community. We also hope that we will continue to work together and help each other for the future of our church, our family, our community, and also our country. Whatever the Tailahi, Mapo Waipuru, Kiona Kakoni, Ototuma, Pegi Puringalahi, Sepopone. Whatever the Tokata Waipunaras, Siwe Matakani,
Whakopole leo ke kuile, whakamore, ke lava mai ko ki muani o whakawhailoa ki atu e tau kau whakawhe, pia ka hiri ko ia, te tau whanongo lewa, pe te tau sio ki a ngā whakahino hino e mahu inga, pe hawinga o tau whaia e ngā ui ko ia he tia whini. Mo paspas mai ka kuile.
Maro ape tolo se he tainga mahi e konu tuku mai ngā aku. Ki mua ki o hanga whawhiroa kia te kau whawhe. Ko kore pe ki o whanga e whakatapu e lea lelei nei whakahoko te iriani. Ko kore pe heni ki he kau whawhe. When I call out your name, can you please make yourself known by standing up? Just for everyone to know who you are and what you can do to help us through this journey. So the first one is Minister Paul Coakley. He's my boss. He's the principal at St. Pius School. He's actually here for the reason that he's very supportive of all the parents. He will talk about it later. He went to Tonga because he wants to find a way for us parents to contribute and work more within the school, not just outside the school. So we are happy to have you here with us, Mr. Coakley. The next one is Maria Meredith. I'm sure everyone knows her, but Maria Meredith ko e tonga beni, ko Maria ko e whakafofonga eni I he poate koe ai tamaki. Ai ko e tamaki board. She's a member of the council around our area, Maria Meredith. And the next one is Josephine Barkley. I have known her since I started working here. She was a member of the council where Maria is in now. She's an Auckland councillor, and she represents us from Tamaki and Mauna Keke. Am I right? Josephine Barkley.
poka tai pe ke tau mua, ai winga hono tali e pate so ne vahe pe mo pate le linde pola molo ai pola kalama o kui ko power up our Lotu, which is someone named was the person who founded. Pero to taka na ni ma ko pola kalama ko ni o whaki ki e punga ya ko e whatekau a amoa. Ai kono whakahingoa ko e power up our local stations. Ai kono whakakau una o se ina tole rai whaunga ke he kehe ke whenga e he uroto api a ko ke whenga e mātu a mui whanau ke nā wō mai ke whai a ko. Ai aku ko tau whenga whakakau koe kau tonga me kau haa moa kau whisi pe he pe ia ka pau e ave pe whanau i api a ko osa tau whatongia tau tō. Nā whenga i api a ko pe lawa he kau whai a ko ata tā pe mo pui a ko mui whanau. Ka os pamoni ia o ke tau ko si pai ke lava ia. Ko ta ke whanau pasika ma ulalo taha pe kau lava. Ko ta pasika mui maui. Ana whaere si o ia me bunga wea ko ngā koe alu ka kamata kari ke Lotu. Te whena ha whounga ke kore a ke kau whaitekau na whanau o mātu ai ki e. Aia koe uhinga e koko hono o mai e o kalama ki he ngā hisiasi. Kono whamonore te ki tuai whateknikai te aka koe polo kalama kone e power up station na o mai kone kau haa moana nau whakafoki pena tōki ho nau tupu anga. E ana nau hane waha he tōno mai whaunga koe no fō tau ke he koe e mi ihe muno whai onga he mo unga. E ana nau hawa wahe i ke he koe api a koe kau whai whekau. Ka kai koe kai nau mea, abe na tore a tupu ki orunga ki he mo unga. Wai lewa mo ki kolo, ai pe ka kai ai loto ko asa tai fan ki funi o mai. Tau pe he ko tau tonu ia mātu a, ko tau nofo ko tau ki kolo, tau pe he ka pau ko rei tongo pe ko nua lei, e ai ki fo i kolo koe. Kau kai lewa mo ki matakali pe ko hataha, o ku awe ki tahi. Ai koe whakakau koe fo i tau mua, o ku tau kehe pe. O kai kakai ia o mai nau tale niti na tō te nau koto, kai ako to ke tā loea. Ia kakai o mai ngau whakakomio, ngau e mā lohi. I he ngau whakakomio no whakakolo. Ia ki ni ihi te nau ai te nau tōre nau ki mea. Si whakahela nei a te lawa tā mo ui, i he ku ki mea ko ako. Mo ui tau ia te au. Ka koe fo i whakakau kau lewa, ka po te museo mai ukai ki fo i tā, i he waha koe koe e nofo he mo unga, nofo i hato kolo, mo e nofo toko taha. Koe tau ki wā, e ho kau wā, waha ngā tae. Ke mau ia ke toi baba ofi ane. Ke oa te whakakaupau me kita ko nofo hiki kolo. Whatongia pe whaiako o ako i kita masii. Nofo pe a pino fo pe mo kuki. Whatongia o kuki o alpau ki taha. Ka pau e o mai ko toa e ngahe fo i mati ke tika mo ngahe fo i ilongo ia ki ho tau ba. E whakalakalaka e nofo. Ai koe uhinga e koe whakaupau ke o mai ki he lotu. Nei koe lelei koe tau tahi ba o whai be he lotu. E ko te nofo to whamiri ko te ita pe ke ita, ma vahe. Ko te nofo ko he lotu, me nofo he eiki, ke ne whakafoki mai pe kita ke te maa ki ele. Ai ko fu i tau mua e koe nei o mai, ke tau tau hi ho tau waha ngatai. Ilo e au hoku whatongia, ilo e koe ho whatongia, kata ilo pe mea ke ta wao fi ai ke he lelei e ta whanau. Ai ko fu i tau mua e koe, o kutuku mai me he fu i mo tolo koe power up, our local stations. Koe kau ki tāna pe ke historia koe e polokalamani, e pehena e whengoaki e he minister koe Pacific o Honorable Peseta Sen Lotu i he wāwhi taha whā ki whale a lea. Ai ko tamirina e minister ia Hekia Parata. Ai ko whakapapare ko nina ale pe ki whānau. Kana e taili le leia, i he taili koe a, ki alu hake ai ngai, tāta koe o mao mai, nāwa koe whānau. Ka ko mea kone whatongai kunoa e ako, ka le koe ni ka pau ki tamsi ina e ako he taili koe a, koe ne lāwa pena koe sivi, tō kotoa e mai toi ngai koe koe i he ku whānau. Aina e mao pe ku ki tamasi, tō taha fui monu ia, koe ke lawe e toi ngai whānau. Kana e hau anu he wāwhi taha whā, nau hikina me he whānau, kana hau he mātua. Kana e whai holo pehe u kōro u homnio. Kana kei ke lawa e ngāue, te a pehe mi ke tōru, mi ke whā, mi ke tue hae mātua ai ke kūkalama. Ai o aku ke waftaha wala, o waftaha walu, nau whakakaukau ke o mai ki he ngā siasi, he tau hei o ngāu e tau hi wā, o whai ngō fuari e tau tau hi wā, koe hako whai whekau, koe pātere, koe tau ilo i koe ho tau tuuma, koe whetu ke tau iai. E koe waftaha walu, koe tā uni lewa e na nau pomere koe kolokalama e ua. Kei hopa tu pe kolokalama he ngai pomio, ka ki ngahi kolo, ka uia koe Flexi Plus. Ka na ui lewa power up au loku, ke o mai ki he ngahi pomio lotu, aini kong tau whakalele ko he taimini. Koe tahapine ngai ata ngai whakatahana tau whakahauko. Koe hālewa e tau mua. Na o nofo ke o whio kono whakaukau, pe koe hānai hakonga tohi, pe koe ha laukonga, ha tohi tapu, ke tau ngāui aki, ke tau whekanga aki mo tau ngāu. Te o mai ki he lotu. Na e whaangau ake e mau tonu mo pātere lide e tuwhatale ni ti ki he ngāu e koe moe whaangau. Kana e whaerewa sio, neongo pe whewhe ka koe sio he ka whounga pe koe hakonga tohi, te re lawa whakaai ai tau toru i he tau ngāu e koe mātua. Ki he tau ngāu e ki he whāngau. Kana e pehepe koe rakpita wahe ni mā e siwa ki he tolu. Ai tāra noa ia ki he kau whaiwhekau, koe nau ngāu e koe whai, ke whai ako nau ostaha, koe ngā kai mō ia kai whamasipi. Ai wana e whakau kai hare ko tau tolu, koe mātua, koe mea peo tau whai, e mui me pe tau whānau wai. Ai ka pau te ki hau ki apiako, sia ho ki whanau ke hau mehe pongpongi, au te whai ako tara noa. Te te whakai aere ho ki leka, ko mea koko i le mahi noi, e hiki hono ni mā e ke whai ako. E ka taimi lahi, ko e hau te ki leka pehe mai ka kita, te hanga whai ako pehe, kai kusa iau, ke pa se, tuku ia, ko hape mea tā te whai ako pa ke whai ia. E ka pau te hanga o ta ofi o ki tāma, te kei nau whehu i nau tohe te nau wirifia nau to. Ai taha pe e te koe mea ko ke whai, e sio pe kai te kire kawa whai ia. Koe tau mua lahi, whakatau kei e mātua ki he whonga e potunga e ako i api ako. Ai koe tahi polokalama kon te tau whakahoko atu, koe whenga ia ke iloi, moau, koe hae tahi mea whemau mai potunga e ako ke whai i api ako. Pe koho o i tā pake lero lau ke whai ako, pe koho i tā pake hau. Ko re hau ki taimi ke mo tāra noa, ko hai ha taha te lawa tāra noa ke, te punisi ai pe e ka kai i ngahi api ako gotoa, Ko kalo parema ko ke fitutaki ai pake awato talanoa. O se ai te ngai kolo kalam pehe e punga ako. Hake koe whakalotahi e mātua ke tokoni ki whanau. Te lahi anea te ilo ki he mea e moko whiema o ke ako te ki reka. I api ako te ke ilo ai e koe mātua o hai te ke alu ki ai ka te ke whiema o ka tokoni. Whatongia e api ako ki he whanau koe whetutaki koe ki whai ako. Koe whanau ako o koe mātua te ke ilo lewa koe haho talanoa te ke whai ko ki reka. Koe hai te hui te ke whai ki reka. Tau whaanga pe whokumete ako. Te hai a koe on saide, koe osi e taranoa. Koe whaka a mō ke osi koe wike te hataha, e hongo fulu, o kuke i loi. Koe hai mele whai, le whahalau konga. Kau kai koe ek peta e whea koe. Ai koe wike hongo fulu, e whinga i ke tau lawa o whakahoko e ngai polo kalama koni. Koe ngai sabia e nei whakahoko i he potungawe ako, me he tau ko osi. Aia koe osi koe power up, o kumao le vai ai he punga ako, ki mua he power up. Pe se te tolu noa e mātua, o kuo ki whai ako, pe koe ngahi interview ko whai. I hanau ngai whiema. Pe se te walu noa e alukai mātua ki whai ako, ko eke te pe kuanga lelei ne ki leka. Koe ke tokanga e pe kulawa ne CV, pe na e tō, koe haha whaunga ki whakalelei e ne ako. Pe se te hiwa nima o e mātu, pe se te hiwa nima o kalamai he whai ako, he mātua, whatongia o e whai ako mo e api ako, pe se te hiwa nima ke ako e kitama. Aiko pe se te nima o mai he mātua ke ako e ke whanau. Kako pe se te nima me he whanau koe ni, ko pe se te nima ai o ilo he mātua ko hae mea e nau whanau, o nau taunua ke he kahau. Ka koe ola kone sivi koe form fitu, koe tau ko osi, ai koe konga ki olunga, koe kalafi koe tau pot ki olunga, pe se te fitu taha, kau e sia, koe kau lawāia, pe se te fitu noa, kau pālangi, pe se te ni mahiva, koe kau pasifikia, kau e kau tonga, pe se te ni matolo e kau mauri, ai koe lawāia he form fitu, koe kalafi koe ki lalo, koe kakai whanau ia o lava o huk he university. Ai nau lava he CV, ani ihi kakai e lava ia ka university. Ai koe mea toni ke tau whatonga i mātua, koe lava ke lava o huk he hoko atu. I he whanau pasifika, ai koe pesete ni mahiva koe nai lava, pesete pe e wahiva e lava huk o toi ako hoko atu. Pesete ni me nima ai ko kau pālangi, pesete onotaha, pesete wahiva e kau mauri. Ai ko whanki lea i ki iki pehe, ko tau hau koni ki he polokalama koni te tau lo. Tako mea en te uwhai. Pehe me pete ki le kaka kita ia ko lava he whomfitu. Ka kei ke lava ia huke university. Ka koni osa me koni ngai polokalama koni, te tau ilo i lewa ko hae mea te ke whai, te au whai. Ke tokoni i ki tamasi i koe lava, ke lava hoko atu. Koe tāna kente me he osi koe power up, koe ki mua paha e whanau, ai nau lau koe ke anina he waftaha wha ki he power up, koe peseti te ua walu, na nau i loi, mo iaha nau tau mua e nau alu ki hako. Koe fui alu koe, ka toi ngā ia koe peseti koe ua walu ki te au, koe fui alu peke hako koe ahe mātua. Koe osi koe koe nau kau mai ke power up, te seti lewa o no walo e whanau, nau ilo e nau tau mua o hinga e nau alu ki he hako. Koe mātua tahi whanau lewa, ki mua e nau au ki he power up, te seti tolu noa iai, o koe peke ne ilo ia koe hae mea e le ki tamasi i, o alu o ako i api ako. Koe le osi koe koe polo kalama, le hike lewa o te seti e lima fitu, ai tokone e mātua, ke ne iloi, koe hae mea ne ki tamasi i mo ne ki tahine, o kuwako i api ako, koe ne tau mua ke kaha. Kako ne whakaosi pe, ka hunga kukulame ka ne nai ki he motolo, koe whakafoki mai ki he kāinga lotu, kia mo pātere. Aini, koe kakai kotoa ini, ko pau ke nau tokoni, eta ki tama, ke lava, iha mea o whinga ki ai. Ko tau kāinga lotu, ko pātere. ko hoka i ngā, koe api ako, ka koe mahu i ngā taha ai mātu a me whāmiri. It takes a village to raise a child. Ka koe le ose me koe aho, e kei mahu i ngā taha pe, whatongia o koe muau ke ta kitama. Ka koe polo kalama koe ni, e whima o koe ke whakaai ai, taua mātua i he tokoni ai ango chepeni, ke whinga i ke ta ilo ai ki i mea kotope o kuwako ke ta kitahine mo ta kitamsi. Ka koe ia, kore la vaa ia koe te mea mahoinga pe mātua ke tau ngāwe whakataha, tau hiho tau vaa, ke toi vāo whiange lelei mai whana. Koe pe mālo.
Māloa pita kulei e whakahino-hino, pea mo e pou-pou, mo e tuku mai, ai pui-pui tu aki he ki polo kalama koe nuk tau whai. Mahina ka tau mua, hame tau mai e gen he whiawhini, ke tau ngā ue mo e ako, mo e lotu, ke tokoni e tau whanau. Kuhi ke whakalaka hake ki mua, me tuunga mo e opia e tainona. Koe taini milema teu...
Bluetooth.
Koe taini milema teu oange whainga maari, koe niki he pureako koe o sangatopia hongo fulu, ke mea mai o whaine ki lea maki tātou he whiawhini. Would like to invite Paul, Mr. Oakley. Yep, you're right there, Paul, thank you. To share with us something from the school, how are our kids doing here at school, and how us parents and teachers and here at St. Vice help our children. Please, can we give Paul a big round of applause? Kahiri ai tokoni a polo, a pauma, Paul Conkley, ko kole mo ki a TVC, ke ne whakahoko e ki whatongia koe osia. Lea pao. Thank you.
Tēnā koutou katoa, tuatai ki te atua, nāna nei te mātatanga, me te whakamutuna o nei mea katoa. Karoro ia ki te inua tapu, ke mi hoki ahau, ke tātou e hui mai nā e tēnei rā. Ko puki tapa te moana, no tamaki makura ahau. Ko Iwani Raua, ko Mori Noku Matua, ko Kore Koukli Taka Inua. Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. Malolele, and welcome to St. Pius. I'm very honoured to be able to be here and asked to speak to you tonight about a topic that I am passionate about. I've been principal here for, first of all, thank you, welcome fathers, Reverend Fathers and Sister, and our invited guests, Josephine, who's a long-standing friend of the school, and Maria, who actually hired me nearly 10 years ago when she was Board of Trustees chairperson. She said to me, welcome to the school. And then she said, I'm resigning from the Board of Trustees. So she left us after I started. But thank you for having faith in me, Maria. And I'm still here. So thank you. It must have been a good choice. As I said, I've been here for 10 years. I've been teaching now for coming up 40 years in South Auckland, West Auckland, Central Auckland, and now East Auckland. And I've taught in schools that were mostly Pacifica children. And up until this year, this school was 100% Pacifica children. So I've got a lot of experience working with Pacifica children. And we do a fantastic job. I've worked really hard over the last few years encouraging the parents to get involved as much as they can with the children's education. We're working under a high trust model. The parents trust us. And that's good, but we need more than that. We need more involvement from the parents in the education of the children. We get excellent parental involvement when it comes to sports events, or coming to concerts, or coming to cultural evenings, or liturgies. Last year we had over 98% of parents coming to our parent interviews, which is fantastic. But that is not enough. What we need is we need parents more involved with their children, with their learning. I've had many conversations with many parents over many years. And I had to reflect myself over the last few years, is that while we're seeing lots and lots of parents at school, and others we wouldn't see hardly at all, every parent that every child I enroll, I meet the parents. And every parent has always enrolled their 5-year-old with the intention of supporting them. And for those that we continue to see, they have the best results. And I wondered, why is it that we don't see all the parents? Every parent wants the best for their children. But I found there was still something missing. And that's where, through my reflections last year, I had the honour of being granted a sabbatical from school. And I had the opportunity to visit both Samoa and Tonga for a reasonably long time, to visit schools, to talk to families, talk to teachers, to get a better understanding about where most of our parents went to school. I worried that the parents may have felt they weren't adequate enough to get involved, they trusted the teachers, and I want to try and change that myth. We absolutely need parents to help us educate your children. I've got a few slides I'm going to show you in a few minutes about my trip. This night is not about my trip to Tonga, but some of you might enjoy seeing some sites that you will know about. My goal is to encourage you as parents to take maybe more interest in the actual academic learning of your children. We don't want you to teach them, we can do that, but we want you to talk to them about their learning. We want you to commit to spending time asking your children, what are you learning about? By you showing that interest and talking to them about it, they'll see that commitment from you, and then they will be motivated to learn. And you can learn alongside them. Schools have changed over the last 20 years. No longer do you come to school to learn everything. Our goal now is to teach people, because this information is there. We can Google anything we want to find something out. We need to teach the children now how to work out what's important out of those 7 million hits when you Google tall mountains in the world. We need to teach the children how to work out what's important. And that's where the parents come in. And that's where and you'll hear me talk about it all the time, but certainly I hope that by being here, you've already committed to helping your children. But I've got a challenge for you. I didn't tell Kula this when she asked me to speak tonight. But we've tried over the years many different plans and programs to encourage Pacific parents to engage more in their children's learning. And we always get a good result, but then it tapers off. So what I challenge you tonight is to talk to your friends that are sitting around the table with you. Give them permission to hassle you when you get slack about it. Right? Everyone will go away tonight being very enthusiastic. But I'm talking about next week, the week after, the next term. If you see your friends and your families forgetting to talk to the children about their reading, I want you to give permission to your friends and colleagues and cousins and family to hassle you about that. To give you a kick in the shins. To say, hey, get on with it. So we give our children the best opportunity. I've seen so many successful children go through our schools, and they've all got parents who are engaged with the learning. So that's my challenge. And I hope it lasts more than a few weeks. I know you've committed now to 2 terms, 2.5, is it, working? I won't be here each week, but I'll see the children, and I'll see the efforts they're getting in. One person needs some higher children. So I wish you well for your program together. Work together. Help the children reach their potential. When I did my sabbatical, I went to, I didn't know much about Tonga, and I felt that there was 65% of our children in this school from Tongan heritage. So I felt I needed to go and talk to the parents. And since I've been back, I can now talk to the families who come into school. I've been to your island, I've been to your village, and already I see parents light up. We make connection that way. And I'm going to try and reinforce that as much as I can. You all know some of these places. I spent a couple of days staying right next to this cathedral, beautiful cathedral. One day I went to Mass in the morning and there was just me and the priest. And the congregation didn't turn up. They went to a different church, but the priest didn't get the memo. So Tim and I got to the priest at Mass at 8 o'clock and there was no one else there. So he took me for breakfast. And we went to Mass at 10 o'clock and they all came back. That was quite fun. I arrived and visited Uphill College. Some of you will know that. Father Offer there took over the job as acting principal. 2 weeks later, the school got smashed by the cyclone. And I was so amazed that the community kept going. Some of the school was destroyed virtually. The chapel lost its roof. They were so blessed that the cyclone hit at night time when the children weren't at school. And just when I was there, they got the confirmation that the rebuild was going to start. So Father was quite enthusiastic about that. But the children were doing their exams when I arrived, in a tent on the field, and I spoke to a few of the children, and they were just getting on with their lives. This is normal, we can deal with this. And I was so impressed with the way that they did that. I did speak to several parents as well at that college because the day I went was the first day of exams, and any child who hadn't had their exam fees paid weren't going to be allowed to sit the exams. So there were lots of parents queuing up to get the money paid before the exams were set. I then went and visited this beautiful basilica. Some of you will know Monsignor Lotu. He took me around and looked after me and showed me his parish. And the beautiful children at his school. I think he said it's the only Catholic primary school still around that in Tonga. I then went and visited a local state school with, I can't remember, this guy, Anna, what's his name? Taba. He's the principal of the local state school, but when he retired, and seeing me, I said, you're going to come work for me and volunteer for me. So he was working at his school. He'd go back and visit his old school. He took me to visit the principal of the state school. And while I was talking to the principal, he was going to the final Catholic school to resort us out to take back to the Catholic school later on. So that was quite an entertaining day as well. I then visited some of the villages further out on Tontapu, and I learned firsthand that they've got nothing. There's very little, but the schools go on and the children learn. I did a bit of sightseeing around Tontapu as well, which some of you will recognise some of those landmarks. Then got the flight up to Vavau. I was fortunate to have a long sightseeing trip because the pilot knew the lady I was staying with, and he gave the excuse as a plane on the runway, so he gave us a long, slow tour around the island. It was a beautiful day and stunning sights. That's where I stayed, one of our families at our school here. I was here somewhere, I think. Beautiful, absolutely stunning place to stay if you go to Vavau. Wonderful hospitality. There's some other famous people that were my Uber drivers that helped me out all around Vavau. Ladies and laws. I was very, very impressed with the primary schools in Vavau, particularly. I visited Tula School and also Panamoti. The children were stunning. The classrooms were impeccable. The grounds were beautifully kept. I spoke to the principals about parent involvement, and they said to me, we don't see the parents in the classrooms very much. We do see them here at events. They do the lawns, they come to the concerts, but they also struggle to get the parents to get involved with the learning. I then visited St. Peter Chanel College, which was the Catholic high school. I only took a few children there because they were on exams week as well. And then Vaval High School, the local state school. I did a sightseeing and fishing after that as well. And visited some of the other Vaval sites that were very, very stunning. Did a bit of fishing. And then on the week, on Sunday, I was taken to Mass at church on the hill, and then home for a traditional Tongan ulu on Sunday lunchtime. And then I saw my way. I love the way now I can talk to, and I almost get the habit whenever I see a Tongan parent, where are you from? And hopefully they don't mention the name of their village, I don't know the names of the villages, but I know where it is. So thank you for me leading on about my trip, my sabbatical. If you are interested, there's a reasonably lengthy report I had to write when I got back. That's on our school website. So there's a little link on the front page. But if you're interested in reading about my travels in Tonga and Samoa, with a little bit of theory around parental engagement with learning. So you're welcome to that as well. So thank you once again. I wish you all the best for this program. I know I will see the results. And so thank you for inviting me to speak. Malawa pito.
Mr. Paul Coakley, what a wonderful taranō that you shared with us this evening in regards to your travels, but it speaks volumes when you are wanting to engage and travel to our island, where we left to seek better opportunities for our children here. On behalf of our Tongan Catholic Chaplaincy and our Tongan Catholic communities of the eastern parishes of Auckland, we'd like to present you a token of our appreciation, and also we would like to continue our co-collaboration in knowing our achievement of our children. So we'll continue on not only for this year, but continue for many years to come. So thank you.
Malo pita tiuse, thank you Mr. Coakley. Koe tairimi, koe lea Mr. Coakley ku o whakamahana ke whie mao ke tau I lo e tau on ki he tau whanau. Pea ki mua hoko atu ai rongo taha lea hono hoko. Ko ki whie whakawhamo moto, ko manake lea e kure ako, ko kuki teka. Ega, ha te whea koe a hon saite. Ta koe taria o kupovi. Ta ke tau I loi ke tau eke ke tau whanau. Hamena ke a ko ki ai. O te pehe atu. Whea koe a hon saite. Koe ki whimaua te mai saite. Hamena ke a ko ki ai ni ahoni. Ke whakalawa he ki tamasi. Whakamatara ke a ko o nā mau wawa I ingisi. Nā mau wawa, nā mau toki e sei whekau aku e ha. Nā mau wako e whika, whekau aki mo e wahe, wheko e riunga. Ma wako e sai nisi, whekau aku me matalai a kau, huie koe ha. A koe ngai whehu ia, o whie mao koe ke tau, whai ki he tau whanau. O te tau pehe ako, sai pe. Koe kukita pire kai api, o hui he mao tangata eiki, ko Mr. Sorite. High school today, it's all right. Yeah. High school today, it's all right. But how get my way, or we for Mr. It's all right. But I say, it's all right. So, it's all right. So, Matua, without never get fight it out far now. How met Naki Ako, I get Akoni, get it from my dad. Why, the 1 year for I get to go to Aguriaco. But I live here, they Fagafe Maria, go Fafine Goli, go to back now, and find a bit of only my They Fafine Goli, Maria Biamo, Josephine Bartley. I'm going to invite Maria and Josephine Bartley to come up and say something to share with us your experience and also how we're going to help our kids here. We both grew up here at TI. Kita paspasi mo Maria Biamo, Kaya kahilia o pwede mo kamapua ki patongia o siya malo.
Ko ata whamaro rahi ke tere mai he ia honi o hokata i ngawere re he pōni. My name is Maria Meredith. Ke o tarano whakapārani ke mahino e taranoa koe ni kuhi koko Mare here whakatonga, mō kātaki pe. Before I begin, I just wanted to acknowledge and thank the Ministry of Education for the Power Up Our Lotu program, and thank the Tongan Catholic Chaplaincy for your support. Thank you, Father Dean and Father Swami. Tonight is the launch of this wonderful program in Gleneagles for our parents. I thank our parents and families for being here tonight. Thanks to the school, the principal and teachers for saying yes to the program. We need this program, our parents need it, but more importantly, this will help our children in the future. Tonight, Mrs. Lotu has asked me to talk about parental involvement in children's learning and education. But before I begin, it's important to share a little bit about myself to help you understand my journey and how it's connected to the program. I am Tongan, with part Samoan, Fijian and Uwer. I was born in Auckland in the 1960s, and we lived in Grey Lynn before we moved to Herne Bay. My father is Sammy C. Williams. His dad is, his family comes from Suva, Fiji, but his mother comes from the Vave family who live in Fasi in Korofo'o. My mother is Ana Maria Ana, but she comes from the Tuitahuki family who come from Parereo and Neafu in Vava'u, which is the best island in Tonga. It may be the center of the universe. My father came to New Zealand in 1948 with his parents. My mother arrived in Auckland in 1962. They married in 1963 and had 2 children, myself and my sister Olga. He died when we were young, and my mother remarried another Tongan from the Anau family who live in Maongaone Hapai. And then we had another brother and sister, Annie and Alex. So I was the eldest in the family. I grew up in Auckland City, attending local schools, and went to St. Mary's Ponsonby. So growing up Tongan wasn't easy, and our parents were very strict. However, our faith and family kept us strong together. one thing I did notice as a teenager is my parents worked full-time. Sometimes they had 2 jobs and spent most of their time at their church in Grey Lynn. This meant they didn't attend parent meetings or get involved in our schooling. I was always getting into trouble with my parents because I had something to say about everything. I was grateful to finish school with university entrance. I was the only one to finish school in my family. I believe my education at an early age helped me to understand the importance of staying in school and to keep learning. I really didn't like school at the time. After I left, I married a Samoan. His name is Eugene, and we've been married for 34 years. So we live in Glen Innes, and with his support, I went to university when I was 30 years old and got my first degree. You are never too old to learn. Before I graduated, I got a job at the university, and I've been working there for 20 years, helping other people to achieve their goals and dreams of getting a degree. We have 4 children. All of my children went to St. Pius here, and then they attended the local colleges in the area. I'm part of St. Pius X Parish. I'm also on the Maunakiki Tamaki local board, which is part of the Auckland Council. And part of my goal is to try and finish my PhD thesis, which focuses on parental involvement in their children's learning and education. So with my children, the 3 older ones are adults. They've achieved several degrees and qualifications. Our youngest son, Ezra, is in his last year at Sacred Heart College, and is on his way to achieving NCA at level 3. This year we are working on getting Ezra a scholarship to the United States to study at university and play American football. I'm sharing this story to help you understand my journey as a parent and as a Tongan. My promise to my children was to support their learning and whatever they wanted to do in life. But being a parent, as you know, is not easy. Some of us may be single parents, some of us are married, and some may or may not have the support of their partners, but we're here for our children. So for my tips for parental involvement in children's learning and education is to spend time with your children and their learning, take an interest in what your child is learning, and as you heard from earlier on, that you may have 1, 2, 3 or more children. Each one is different and unique, so take the time to be with them and have patience. Talk to them. Ask them about school. What did they learn today? What about what they learned over the week or the term? Ask someone if you're not sure as a parent. Ask your teacher, ask their teacher. Don't even worry about your language, it doesn't matter. The teachers are here to support you. And if your child is struggling, the school has services to support your child. Get involved. Are you part of a parents group? Are you on the parents committee or board of trustees? Are there any workshops for parents? And maybe you as a parent are interested in doing some sort of study, either for the church or studying at a tertiary institution. The research tells us that children are more likely to model positive adult or parental behaviour and do well at school. It's about family, school, communities working together and to tauhirere e tauwā. So we never stop learning. Our children learn from us. We learn from each other. And as parents, we need to lead by example. Education is the key to success. Mā loa people. Thanks for listening. God bless. Tua o whātu.
Thank you very much for the invitation to be here tonight. Pātele Rine, Pātele Soane, Tongan Catholic leaders, the Tongan chaplaincy, Principal Paul Coakley, Maria Meredith from the local board, Kui Lei, thank you for the invitation, and Anna Taimani. I want to acknowledge you, Anna, because I remember your invitation to a garage in Pamnua, and you were running a program there for the kids and the parents, and now to see this program, it just shows your commitment to the achievement of the Tongan community. So I thank you for your ongoing efforts for our community. And Sister Leva, good to see you too. Yes, I'm Josephine, I'm the counsellor for the area, and I don't have any children, but I can speak in terms of the support from my parents. I'm also Samoan, but I have Tongan family. So my great-grandfather was an Irishman, and back in the day he had 2 wives. But, you know, we don't do that anymore. But he started in Tonga and married Ana Whakaola from Hatpai. And then he changed his surname and went to Samoa and married my great-grandmother. So I have a Tongan connection through my naughty great-grandfather to Hatpai. So, so it's good to be here today. I have, you all know my mum, or you might know my mum and my dad, passed away a long time ago, but they were very active in supporting us as kids. So my dad taught himself English. He moved to New Zealand from Samoa, didn't know any English, so he taught himself with this little dictionary that he had. But from there, he always taught us that education was important, and that the only way you're going to survive in this world and do well is with education. That's the reason why they moved here from Samoa. Well, that and because he used to like the nightclub, the Naval in town, and that's where he met my mother. And then they start from there. So education was important, and they would come with us to school. They would, go to the PTA, the PTA socials. They'd come to the prize giving, and they would always make sure that we were, well fed and that we had time to do our homework. But they didn't understand the homework that we got, but they always made sure we did our homework. So that is always important for your kids to do their homework and to use the teachers at school and to ask the questions. Because they keep saying to the kids, always ask questions. But then when you go home and you ask the question, then you get a hiding because you're asking too much questions. So it is good sometimes when the kids ask questions. So myself, my brother Ted, he's a detective in Sydney, and then my younger brother Joseph, he is a planner, so he designs retirement villages. And then my background, I'm a lawyer by profession, and I have my arts degree and my law degree. And all of this is because of my parents. So whatever success your children have, it will be because of what you do for them. So I acknowledge you for everything that you're going to do and everything that you have done for your children. In terms of the council, we're happy to support in whatever way that we can support your program. I noticed, I was involved, I went to the Pacific Power Up in Pamnua, and they only had a few parents. So this is really awesome to see so many parents, to see your commitment. So well done to everybody involved to have a start like this. So well done everybody, malo aupito.
Thank you, ladies. Mafua kata kawalimole ka ke mea mai o hoko ate ki whatongia hoko ki mua e tau le whaasi.
Ole ke Chaplain Wamaro, Maria Gamo Josephine, on behalf of our chaplain, Father Soane, and Father Rine, and our team worker. Thank you for making your time available for this evening to come and support launch of this program. But if you need help, please don't close your eyes for mine. Thank you.
Спасибо, я
Malolo, kore keo, tolo watu, malu watu he ngahi kala whakapa kua o whaki, kau whamonu mua hau kukoloa, and o he whakamalo peke a Paul Oakley, pule ako, Yako Pio Mopulu, Paul, thank you for sharing those precious moments you spend in Tonga. I'm sure the Wawawans in here are thrilled that you bring living images and that you have made a choice you preferred Wawau to Tonga Tapu. But thank you. And also I like to endorse what Paul said, ke kau mua he whare ako. O te kau tua a mamao pe me api, e ko manatu mahalo, ko ki mo tolu ia na ke te heo no o hake, ka kou manatu i whaalaunga e kau pātere whai ako ko Tonga. Ko ne hao pe tangata iki o ri ati mai hono whoha ke he api ako, ka ko ne puria pe ko ia, ko na tokto e whisi o whaki pe he tutuku. Ko e whahinga o unga ia, ko tau situa me ia. Nai pehe pe mo e tamai ki whiwhine, ko ria tu pega pe tau po ou, ke nau takitaha ka kau holo ai. Ka koe kai ke pehea ko he ahon, whakamanatu mai pure ako, sangato pio o pulu, ai ke mo kau mo ki mo tolu he kau whai ako. I also like to thank Maria and Josephine for their lovely stories. And the emphasis again on their parents. Ai to'o whatongia e ngahi whae mātu a i he ako e whānau. Ke nau manatu ki he nau o mātu a, e nau tokanga au pito ki he nau ako. I also like to make a little reference to my upbringing in my relationship with my parents. I was sent to Fiji in the early age of 10 going to 11 to go to school. I had a cousin, first cousin, who married a Samoan, and they live in Ba. So I went to live with them and also to go to school, the Maori sisters. And after that, I went to secondary school in Levuka. And then I came here to New Zealand. But what I want to refer to is the commitment of my father and mother. You know, Tonga was in that state live on copra alone, cutting coconut. And my school fees were never behind. And that's how much my father and mother and the rest of the family had to work hard so that I could have a chance. So unfortunately, I ended up a priest and was of no material help to my parents. But however, I'm sure they get their rewards in other things in life, and hopefully they're singing songs in heaven. And while in Fiji, the Fijian friends that I have in Auckland keep reminding me that don't forget that you are a Fijian. You just happen to be born in Tonga. Because I think I'm over 20 years of my life growing up in Fiji. So my other half is Samoan. And thank you for sharing your stories. I'm sharing, not many Tongan knows about my story, but we are, koe tau whakamama pā, koe ako e tau whānau. Te kuhe mau, ke tau wako mo ki tau toro. Ke tau tokanga, ke ngahi mea aku mahu i ngā. O kui kai koe whawhanga pēto iai mohenga mo pāre o maru, ka kuhe mau, ke tau o tau i honau api ako. Ke tokon, ke ilo, ai ngahi sie maku, kai tau te whito, ho o ilo, whē, ai ako, ho ki tamasi i, ho ki tahine. O ku hanga ki whē ene ako. Koe roi wego tau tolu tonga, koe ne isai peho to kohahe a kapuru, pake te tō koe ha aho a kapuru. Au ke whakamalohi sino, lere tamasi i roto ka ke lere ko he tapaaki. I'm just talking how committed they are when their son is good at rugby. They go to the training, they go to the games, and the kid is running inside and the father is running outside. That's how committed. I wish e pehe o mo tokanga, e mea o arai ke ako, e sai ene ure soni, a ge koe tō whakamanatu alo se, o kui kai koe te uimen ai pēpea. Ki mau koe hāho mea nai ako he ahoni. Ho eke pepe hui koe ngā, e tene tānatu mo'oni. What is happening in his life. Koe whakaawasi, just a final point. You know, ever since I came to Auckland, 2010, I have been working on this so-called human development programs. We started early, and Pius X was among the many members. We had Zumba exercise. We planted vegetables. And every year I go around the homes and watch how they have vegetable gardens. That's where we started. About our health, the family health. When we come to this stage, I'm so happy because I think it is a dream coming true. Because all, I think, Tongans come to Auckland in search of a better life. You bring your families from Tonga. And therefore, this Power Up program, I think is the peak. I'm ready to go back to Tonga now. We have come this far. We're on beyond health issues for ourselves, and we've taken an active interest in the education of our children. And we need to be part of the school, family, and community. And we need to dialogue. We need to be committed. It's not only paying school fees or these or little things, no. I think we have to go deeper and be part of that community. As much as your children are part of your family community, the first church. And so this evening, I'm so very happy that we have taken on this Power Up, because I think it deals with the very reason why we migrated from Tonga to New Zealand. Ke ma'o he whānau a better opportunity than we have. And so we have one more step, two steps to arrive at that goal. So, o kore whamātua to. O wana atuku hane. Ka te tau whai e tau le lei kaha. Koe uhi, koe ka haueni. O whanau, o lota whare, o mio, siasi, society, nukusila. Ke mao ke tau o mai, o mai ai le lei kaha o i tonga. Whakakoroa ke whanua koeni utau. Tai marie o monu ia. Koe whamaro lahi o pito ke a kuilei, ka maro se timi, o whaiako, ke tivise, moe ofisi, kai umaaki mo tolu ka mātua ka whanau. Koe amanaki mo tuanaki le lei, koe pulopula le lei tau whakaheka he ahoni. E hoko ia o hautu ka le lei, e tahau. O whanau, tau siasi, tau society, maaki kōmunio e kau ki ai, ka moe whonu afo. O tui e afo hiai mo e whanui i tonga. Koe hai i kuna e kau whanau i Nukusirani. Veke ai e mo tonga. Oia e whamaro, ka tawange lakalaka i monu. Koro karama koeni pe e whaipeko tō whakasiasi mai. E tau kau mooni e kau mātu a. Tamai mo e whae, koe fōfua, whaipe kau, koe fōfua, whaiako, mai tau whāna. Koe e ki rea whakalotora, o ai, mo hulu, ai whanonga anga e tau whanonga, koe kōmunio, koe wahenga haha ke. Thank you very much.
Malo pita pateline, koe a pia sosefo, ke mai. Amen.
My job at this moment is to say a word of acknowledgement for Father Line. But while I'm on the spot, I would like to say a few things also. Kau mātua. Ki tāna pene au sia, Ko ki whanau e toko fitu. Tolahi kahi nau turuna nau wako peheni St. Pius. Nā ku kawahe mai tu a koe na e whalala kakato pe kau whai a koe de nau pai kato pe na tolu mea o roto koe. Ko pe pe o pai ka tutonge nau ako I wala ako me nau nā. Ko pe ne aka ku tamai ki koe no polisi. Pa ku e u whatoa ngare ki e tuonga koe no whainga tā ia tamai ki. Pa ku e katoa mea o hanga ku ke nau whamatala me ku ke nau wanga nā tō ki ahina ki ki pou. Ke hea wiko e katu hāma mena e whai a koe a koe. Nā ku noko rewa e taimi lahi. O mui ki nau tōru, whetu taki ki hea ko, mauenga e-mail e kau whai a koe e polisi. O me whetu taki kai aha ki aha. O mui pe paa ke whe nau ako, pe nau taka hea ko, pe nau tō mui, pe nau ako. Paku sere koe wha I ronga e rei I koe tai koe te mui koe ea koe o whangi I uhiki e. Ka koe wahai hatu pia me whamalo lahi I padere rini. I hono whamanatu mai ai mahu inga kone ea. I was just saying to Father Lini and to the parents that I didn't support my kids at first when they were coming to school. Although I was in the board of trustees of the school, I trusted fully the principal and the teachers to do my job. But I found when they went to college, they struggled a bit, and I gave time to get involved more with their education in college, and I see a marked improvement in their performances. But one other thing that Father Lin has said that really reminded me as a Catholic, although that the kids need to go to school to excel and succeed, and their vocation doesn't need to be lawyers, accountant. There's a higher calling of being in the priesthood, to be a priest or a nun, as we all know as Catholics. But thank you, Father Linde, for the reminder on behalf of Father Soarewahi. We know that, as you all know, Father Linde was the chaplain of the Tongan community for a number of years, and so there was a reshuffle in our chaplaincy, and he became the assistant. The younger Father Soarewahi is the chaplain, and Father Lin is also a parish priest for Mount Wellington. So I think he moved up in that regard. But thank you, Father Lin, on behalf of Father Swan and the team. Thank you for your inspiration talk. And may God bless you with your vocation. Thank you.
Whakawhika mai e ngā hine koe nā, koe e kalasi koe hoko mai ke tau, ako koe hoko mai. Ka koe ki fua loa, ko loa e kōni, te tau sio pe ke whika uraki ua mo e tōru. Ko te ki koe whakawhonu e koe, ko kukore atu pe hiki hane honi mau ka pau ke sa ia ke kamata ai whika tōru. Kai lau hiki pe honi mau. Ki la pepa kona ke sia o ki ai, whika uraki ua mo e tōru. Hiki hake koe o ke sa ia ke kamata e porokalama ke wike hoko mai ki he whika tōru. O mahino? Ikai, ai koe ke hatai ke sa ia ke whika tōru. Hiki hake koku ke pehe ke tau kamata he hoko mai e whika ua. Toko tā. Aia koe tai nini tau sa ia katoa pe ke tau kamata he whika ua ki he tau mea hoko. Koia? Koia. Sai, mahino ia. Koe maloa pito mātua mas ko whakamaloa ki se kukata. Koe whakao si lewa, koe toko e he tau nuru koe ki he ia ki. Koe toko e he tau nuru he ia ki pa te whakate e la a isoare, ke he mea mai o toko e a nuru koe ni. Mea ospe e ia, e mai e ia e a nuru koe ka e la e ia ki. Matuna e koe i ki, na koe e ena, na koe kuke kuke, o ia, o whika, a te suane ma koe kone. Okay, koe whika tahafitu. Okay, tahafitu, yep. Hamato moho o mea oka. Malosini me mai o i mea oka. Whika ua wha. Ua wha, okay. Mea maa toki i mea oka.
Lagi tahu sudah buat kita BI. Oh,
Yep. Go.
iya.
Malo sini, malo naite. Aku mau ngosio kateknya. Figavalo. Figavalo. What? Leti. Come Leti. Koe hopo whika uaki. Whika uaki. Halo Leti. Whika uaki. Okay.
Tolong aku.
Pea koe whakaosi lewa koe whika tahiva. Tahiva? Oh, okana. Malokana. Maloa pito. I mua tau whakaos au pito. Ai ki whamalo no to maalamo ni ki a pātere soane, pehe ki a pātere line, ko ki koe whawhainga mahi e te awhini ki kamata ki polo kalama koe ni. Whaikonga ki whamalo, thank you to Mr. Copley and Josephine as well as Maria for being part of this little program tonight. It's a pleasure to have you guys. I he kau tauhi, mo kau whiringau, e pinau i heni, te heka ki mō tōna mātua tau whānau, aloha mō kātā ki. Ka mata tau ki polo kalama koni, o kore peke e whiawhini pā te soane tau whakamanatu, koe hālea te mō whai, ko o mō kau rei kahe nau whoki a te tuku e ako. Koe hāe mea na ake e ako he ahani. What did you learn? O kai go back, how was school? Hala pito, maloa pito. Koe ki mea ofa mā pā te soane.
Ore ke u ko mara de talo mata ko mala ki tau programa hufio e Pacific Power Up au Lotu Station a ko ni. e go Tiugile Hobaran Hebon. As we come to the conclusion of this beautiful and wonderful night, the launching of the Pacific Power Up, our Lotu, for the Tongan Catholic communities in the eastern zone of the Diocese of Auckland. I do agree with our speakers tonight. Together with the Ministry of Education, the parents have played a vital role in the education of their children. We need more involvement. As we begin our journey tonight for 10 weeks until October of this month, it is our hope that at the end of the program, we will be able to achieve the goal of why Power Up our Lotu station were implemented tonight. It is to equip and empower parents, families, and communities with skills, knowledge, and confidence that they need to champion their children's education. This Power Up our Lotu program of tonight reminds me of the words of Pope Francis addressed to teachers, school staff, and parents on June 2013. The Pope said, "Educating is not a job, it's an attitude. It is a way of being. To educate the world, we need to step out of ourselves and be among young people, to accompany them in their stages of their growth, placing ourselves at their side, give them hope and confidence for their journey in the world. Teach them to see the beauty and the goodness of creation and of humanity, which always retains the imprint of the Creator. Most importantly, be witnesses with your lives, educators, teachers, school staff, or parents. Convey knowledge and values with their words, but they make a difference when they back up words with their personal example. That is, with the witness of their life. Without this witness, it is not possible to educate. So parents, the responsibility to educate your children is not a job, it's a vocation. Vatican II decree on Christian education states that parents have given children their life. They are bound by the most serious obligation to educate their offspring, and therefore must be recognized as the primary and principal educators. This role in education is so important that only with difficulty can it be supplied where it is lacking. Parents are the ones who must create a family atmosphere animated by love and respect for God and man, in which the well-rounded personal and social education of children is fostered. Hence, a family is the first school of the social virtues that every society needs. It is particularly in the Christian family, enriched by the grace and office of the sacrament of marriage, that children should be taught from their early years to have a knowledge of God according to the faith received in baptism, to worship Him and to love their neighbor. So parents, a mission to educate, a mission rooted, as we have said, in their participation in God-creating activity. As a new source, in the sacrament of marriage, which consecrate you for the strictly Christian education of your children. In fact, this is telling us parents that the role to educate our children is our mission, our vocation, imprinted by God. It's in our blood. Thanks to the Ministry of Education that through our Lotu program, which we implemented tonight, you have awakened in us, you have ignited the fire of the Holy Spirit within us, so that we come to realize that this responsibility to educate our children was not something outside us, but it was there in us from the beginning of baptism to the I too in the sacrament of marriage. Josephine, Maria, and Paul, together with Reverend Father Nene from the Lord, from the Tongan Catholic Chaplaincy, parents are part and parcel of those environments where we can learn to live to be fully human. That is, to become mature men and women capable of making a good journey in life. Our shared objective is to form the young, helping them to grow to maturity as simple, confident, and honest people who know how to love with vitality, who know how to live life as a response to the call of God, and who will encourage in their future profession as a service to society. Schools as a precious instrument that makes such a vital contribution to the work of the church and of society. Thank you so much, Malo Apito, to the Ministry of Education. The Power of our Lotu program is an opportunity for the Eastern Zone Tongan Catholic communities to once again revitalize their mission and vocation to their children given by God through marriage. We hope and pray that God our Heavenly Father will continue to bless the ministry for the wonderful works that we witnessed tonight. May God bless you. To our guest speakers tonight, Josephine, Maria, Paul, and Father Nene, Malo Apito. Thank you so much for your contribution, your wisdom, your experience, and expertise, and even your presence here tonight. We are so honored and humbled. I thought Paul, you will mention on your journey to Hawaii, we will mention Hawaii. Because the last 5 years I was there. It was beautiful. You will eat fish every day. Yeah. May God continue to bless you and your families for the good works you have done tonight. Thank you all for our guest speakers. Kau whaawe mā ke he, ka māroa ka ni moto. Kau ilahi ka mā no tokon, pule ngā we, kau pule ngā unu kau tau, kau wai puna mono hoa, ka mai kau ahe ko tō mena mō, lawa mai e hou koe. Kua māroa te pōpō ka moe tokon, lawa whakahoko e polo kalama, hūwhi, whakaawa e polo kalama e whiafi koe. Kua māroa koe e mātua tai whanau, Malo Apito, o mō whakatataha mō taimi, kia mō lota toa ke mō whakamooni, e whiafi koeni, kia no kamatai o polo kalama koeni, pe tau uno hake ka le volo toi maa lunga, e he poki fo e ngāo e malumalo chabensi. Patangi mō whaitonunga ko mō wio hange ko Maria. Nā ospea ahon, pakai mō lawa mai e hoko hoko atu. Koe wike e hongo fulu, o toki osi ki o katoa. Pe ko ia, o kātaki. tau hanga whakamoa ni, o tau tui, o tau tui. Ke tau hanga teu teu, e tau whanau e kahau. Hange koe talaloto whae pita, te tau kau, mo e tau whanau I loki ako. Kai ua te whakawhalala ke tau whae ako. Tako iai whamalo ka te moton matua tau whanau, alo pito mo, whaatataha mo taimi ka mo lava mai. Whamalo ki he tau hika mai kule ngā ue, mai komuni o Gleninesi, koe ha koe whaatataha e holo, ono te keo e whare koini, e whakawai e polokalama koini. Whamalo ai peke nau whanau la taki, e nau keo e tau mea toko ni, malo pito e toko ni pa moe popo. Whamalo heni ke tangata koini mune whamawhola e tau polokalama hufi he ngalu ea, mo interneti, ka tawanga pe sio gea koto ngā ea ko, ke tau ngā ue a koe ni malo pito soan, malo pito ngā ue. Whakao pito pe, whamalo ka kuirei ka moe o lose, tivise, ka ngā mafua, o Solomon, Lolong, apa telerine he keu e polokalama, o e ufi o e polokalama koe. Malo pito mo tuku taimi, ka malo pito ngā lahe mo ngā malo, lawa I tau I kuna I e fiaf koe. Ko ia e ko whakamono ia koe. Fiaf koe ni ka maa pungpungi na mono whatongia, ka mai mahina ko koe no tau washa, ka tawange tau to tulu ia te ke whae tapu ko Maria mahina o lau e losa rio, ko ia koe tau whanau me nau wako. Koe ne uroto maa whana e komiti, ke nau whamanatu mai ke whamanatu atu ka tingu o tolu, koe o kotoa pēo ku whaia e polokalama, o whaia e lulu. Ka koe lulu koe a ko lulu koe piki mea whae ki sila, ke mo lava mai ke. Mo toki turi mai me mo toi taimi lulu e to whae ke. Lava pito tau uwhi a koe ni tau pasi le o lahe kia. Lau Lotu wafai tamanga, lau maani maanon.
Maria,
mai anga le mo of. Wa mai ke whaasinga polo kalama whiaf koen. Whakahono hufi mo whakaama. Polo kalama Pacifica Power Up au Lotu Station. Wange a whainga maari e mātua tai whanau, ke nau toi ilo lo loto ai, ke ngahi polo kalama e ako, ke nau toi kau ai, whataha mo e whanau, e kai ngata pe ngahi polo kalama, ono teu ki nau tolo, ke sipoti, ono tokania e api ako, teu e ki nau tolo, ke nau kau kakata mo on, ke nau ilo e ngahi whahino, ilo e ngahi mea hoko he loki ako, a ke nau tokoni. Ke nau whanau, o e kau whai ako, hana tanu maki e kaha o e nau whanau. Tako lawa no whakahoko e ngahi, whanani mo ngahi whakatūtū ko ia, pe kono whakawa e a koe ni mau, a mai kono whakasina. Ngahi whakatūtū ngā o e ne tamai, mau kapai koto atu e kati koe, whiaf koen. Tawangi ki kau he langa e a Fiona, e langa ngā ue mau kamata ia. O ena tuku he, ki mau he tu. Ai hoko pe mo e langa e a Fiona, ka mo e te pake e ki toi tuku, ki ngā ue mau whako, ki ngā o awe ki mau toro, si ngai mai tua koen, i e wike fitu, e hongo furu, o whahoko e polo kalama. Tawangi ngā hi mo me riti e ala mai ai whiri ka te ngāo tolu e nā horo ai hona ui ai whai ui a mi ngāo tolu ngāo mahu ina ia i whonga ai ngāo whanau ai ako ngāo whai i ngāo whai tonunga o iskia venga ngāo ngai whai tongi a ki au sia e whanau a kaha o kuke hana na me loro tonga ma watu e hoa koe nio tua ka waka mai ki ngāo tolu o whawhana ngāna ka mai mātua tai whanau ko munio Rene nesi, pamai whanau lau taki mo e teu a pen, pamai komiti mo e whatongi a walama, tāpu kina ki mau tōre o tua. Pai aga mau whai, mau kore o uwhaki, pai aga mahina koen, mo me hape mau whanau. Whatawangi ki hoko e pēr whai tapu, e tā sipinga e pēr ngāi whae, i e rea po me tōngo. Pai mono mui wai kia, e tau mōui, e mahina koen, o kau kātonga i ai. Ai mahu inga o maria, o ngai whae, ki tau mōi e whāmi i mo e sesi. Lo te mo me hunga o whae rinta mai, whanga me alo se su ki stoga ko mau e ki. Amen. O koe tamai ngā, ngā maare maanuri. Amen.
Ka pau wana mo ki taimi mo mea mai o sio ki he pangi.